Welcome back to The Local Show, a service of Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts and Geddes Federal Savings and Loan. The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business right here in Central New York. The Local Show, locally produced by Zoey Advertising. Now, here are your hosts, Tom and Steve.
We're back again, like a bad penny. Steve is in your ears, so a lot of people would have put you to the drain by now, but because I'm here, I drag you right up the
Is that
mountain.
what happens?
Yes.
That's not what I hear, John.
You're connected to me.
People say there's the guy with the good voice, and then there's the interesting part of the show, which is you, Steve. That's what they say.
Very nice. Well, it is your show. You want to talk about Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts?
No.
Or do we,
Yeah, we sure. Yeah, we can do that.
Are you golfing with John? Is he still golfing?
He's still going. He's getting better, which is a little threatening because I used to be better than him, like always. Now it's like,
you know why?
Raised the bar.
He's Thin Lizzy. The guy is like, know.
You can be skinny and still hit a golf ball poorly, just to be clear.
Okay.
No, he took lessons, and he's doing great. But they're over there. They're helping people protect their home and life savings. Mm-hmm. I heard something on the radio the other day from one of the national syndicated shows, and they're like, you should go to a lawyer to do that. I'm thinking, go to a lawyer that does that.
Right.
Don't just go to a random lawyer because so many, they just don't know. So if you haven't put your home in a trust and you want to keep it, do it. If your will is old, you're probably not getting any younger. Update your stuff. SafeHarborWillsandTrust.com.
Very nice. It's our pleasure right now to bring on a couple of guests. Sheila Ohstro is the owner of Senior Home Care and Alzheimer's Solutions, and she brought a guest along, Lorraine Parkalap, who is a paralegal from Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts, both here. You can see Sheila's website at SyracuseSenior.com. Sheila, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Well, I'm hanging right in there. You have a big event coming up, Living with Dementia 2023. It's over at the Embassy Suites right across from Destiny. I love that place. They do a great job for, having events like this.
Yes.
And tell us a little bit about it. What's going on?
So it's going to be on October 24th from 8 to 4. And we are sponsored by Upstate University Hospital and Upstate Nappy Wellness Institute. Mm-hmm. And we have a fun-filled day just full of different things for any professional or person who is out there who is family or friends that are caring for people with dementia, or anybody who wants to know more about dementia. We have 2 different kinds of panels. We have a legal panel. That's one of our presentations we're going to have, and that's why I brought in Lorraine today.
Gotcha.
Because her company is going to be on the panel.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Lorraine, how long have you been with Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts?
I've been working with them for 3 years.
Oh, okay, great. And you're a paralegal. Explain to everybody what a paralegal is.
I do the work of an attorney without getting paid like one.
Wow. I love that.
And you don't have to take the bar.
That's right.
No bar. Huh?
Yeah, they're the ones that do the work, that know, that can find the answers.
So do you help with the Medicaid stuff? Or
I
what
do
do
not.
Okay.
My department is the Decedent Services Department.
What does that mean?
Sounds like probate to me.
It is probate. It is trust administration. It is guardianship for those cases where we are in a crisis situation and there's no power of attorney in place and we need a guardianship in place instead. We take care of all of that.
And that's not a fun time for the survivors.
No, it's
No.
not. It's a difficult time.
Yeah. So having someone there that you can connect with, I mean, you've got to have some compassion or
Absolutely.
forget about it, right?
Absolutely. You need compassion, and you also need to know what you're doing. So those 2 things I've got covered.
Right. So going back to, so you're going to be at the conference.
Yes.
Safe Harbor is going to be part of a panel there.
Mm-hmm.
What are some topics that will be covered there?
So on the legal panel, we are going to cover guardianship. That is one of the things. I can't tell you how often this happens, and families are just devastated because you can't make decisions for the loved one because nothing is put into place. We're also going to talk about paperwork, powers of attorney. What's the difference between a power of attorney and a durable power of attorney? There's a significant difference, and you need to know that. Paperwork such as the healthcare proxies, why you need them, and then wills and trusts. Why do you need all of these things in place ahead of time. You cannot wait till you're in crisis, and I can't stress this enough for people, regardless if they have dementia or not. But those cases are so difficult because it gets to the point where they can't make their own decisions anymore, and legally, you have to go down that
That's an issue.
guardianship.
Right.
And I'm sure that you've experienced that a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, and these worlds come together. So Shelia, you're involved in senior home care. Your organization helps people take care of people at home. And there's the legal part, there's the medical part, and you non-medical. There's the real estate part potentially, or the estate or the financial part. How do all these things come together at this workshop?
So at this conference, Living with Dementia 2023, we're going to pull all of those different resources together. So we're going to have the legal stuff. We're also going to have the technology. There's a lot of technology out there to help people who are living with dementia and their caregivers and their clients that they're helping. We're going to put the medical piece together. We're going to talk about research, trials, what's happening. We've had more changes in what's out there for dementia in the last year than we have in so many years. So it's nice to be able to bring that to the forefront. Dealing with difficult behaviors, how we're going to train people right there. Here's some tips and tricks. This is how you deal with difficult behaviors that come along with dementia.
And these are this could be a nurse or a doctor, but this could be my aunt taking care of my grandfather.
Absolutely.
Correct? So this is everybody.
I think, we were talking on a couple of previous shows. I was seeing a commercial for, they say that your mom or dad, those hands that used to hold you and care for you and everything are now being thrust up in the air and they're yelling at you and screaming, and that's a certain type of dementia, right?
Actually, that ad's a little misleading.
Okay.
Because I think they're trying to spin it into a different type of dementia. That type of agitation that they show on there, that is actually common with almost all dementias.
Yeah, gotcha.
But they're trying to spin it in a commercial for a drug. But anyways, it's really difficult to deal with that. We're going to teach you some things that you think are easy to do, but in the moment, you just can't do it. It's not intuitive.
Right.
Taking care of someone with dementia is not intuitive. You have to really think and learn about the disease.
Lorraine, what do you wish people would do that they don't do? And you talk to people every day that are going through the process. Maybe they've lost someone. Are there things that you wish people would have planned that had done it
in advance?
We wish people would take care of those things before it's a crisis situation. We say that all the time. We can help in a crisis situation, but it's much easier to have things in place ahead of time.
What kind of solutions would you offer to people?
Powers of attorney,
right.
Healthcare proxies, people that can make decisions for you when you're not able to, wills and trusts that take care of your assets and situations after you've passed.
Right.
And potentially the trust can save assets that might also be otherwise lost to long-term care. We have a lot of solutions for a lot of situations, but only if you take care of that.
So if people come in for a consultation, when we're talking with John, I always assume they're going to be speaking directly with John. Would you also be involved in that conversation if somebody comes in for an initial consultation before, any money's exchanged or anything like that?
I would be on the probate end.
Okay.
Right.
There's others that
The case managers.
The case, right, I'm the case manager for the probate end. We have a case manager for the Medicaid situation. We also have case managers for the estate planning.
But it starts with a conversation.
Absolutely.
Yeah, always.
Regardless. So just a reminder, living with dementia, if anybody has family members that are involved in this or professionals, October 24th, and they can register at SyracuseSenior.com, Shelia?
Yep, SyracuseSenior.com, and we have a purple banner at the top of our page. Just click on it and you can register.
There we go. And folks from Safe Harbor Wills and Trusts, if you need information on that.
Excellent. Thank you both, and you both have a great rest of the day, okay?
You too. Thanks.
All right. Jeff Rogers is coming up next. He's the owner of the Angry Smokehouse and Angry Garlic. Right here, I can smell it in the room already on 570 WSYR. Stick around.